Hello. It's a beautiful, beautiful day out there, isn't it? It's really beautiful. And I was thinking about the fact that now Boris Johnson is now out of intensive care, and his father said, well, he almost had to take one for the team, which is a nice way of saying we almost lost him. And I was thinking, was I ever in a situation where someone had to take one for the team? And I keep thinking, yes, I was. Yes, indeed. When I was 3 years old, my parents went to Miami Beach, Florida, because that's where Jewish people go to sunbathe, especially when you're from Toledo, Ohio, where there is no sun, and there hasn't been any sun there in about 150 years. So they were in Miami Beach, Florida, and they were at a hotel, and they decided to meet at the pool. They had just been there. They'd been married, well, 3 years was 8 years, and they decided rather than go into the ocean, they would meet at the pool. My mother isn't much of a swimmer. She doesn't like to swim, but she likes to wander around in bathing suits because she was built like a brick shithouse. So they and my father liked to swim. They went down to the pool with me. I was dressed in a pair of little brilliant ice blue trunks. My mother said, "Well, I put a top on her. There's nothing there." And we were at the pool when my father, without any warning, picked me up by the seat of my ice blue trunks and threw me in the water in the pool. And my mother said, "What are you doing?" And my father said, "Well, swimming is natural for a child that age. She's going to rise to the top, and she's just going to swim like a fish." And they both waited and waited and waited, and nothing happened. And my mother, because I had been a difficult birth and she didn't want to lose me that fast, shoved my father into the pool and said, "Go get her." So my father pulled me out of the pool and started pumping the water out of my lungs. And he said, "Listen, she was almost gone. You almost had to take one for the team." And I said, "Well, I wouldn't." My mother said I wouldn't call it a team. I was going to call it a family. And thank you so much for joining me with my thoughts. And I hope you don't have to take one for the team, although poor Boris Johnson almost did.